In this session, we are going to see what is symmetric key cryptography and the methods or the algorithms which we can use under symmetric key cryptography. As I said, symmetric key cryptography is nothing but the process of doing encryption and the decryption with the same key. The examples of symmetric key cryptography are AES and DES. In this session, we are going to see what is AES and how it works. AES is nothing but Advanced Encryption Standard. Why we are going for AES, why it is better than AES is it provides better security. Since as we have seen in the last session, DES is prone to brutal force attack, we are going for this DES. AES supports 128-bit symmetric block messages. So it is converted into blocks. The message is converted into blocks, and it is going to use 128-bit symmetric block messages. And the length of the key is 128. It can be 192-bit or 256-bit keys, based upon the depending upon the level of the security which you need. See, if you want more security, then we will go with the 256-bit keys. Less means you can go with this 128-bit keys. Number of rounds. As the number of round increases, as the length of the key increases, the security will increase. So based on your application, you have to select the length of the key and the number of the rounds. So the number of rounds can be from 10 to 14. As I said, if you are going with the 128-bit key, then 10 rounds is enough. If you are going with the 256-bit keys, then you need 14 rounds, which will provide more security. So in this session, we are going to use the algorithm which is going to use 128-bit key and has 10 rounds, and the length of the data input block will be also 128-bit. All rounds are identical except for the last round, which has no mixed column stage. For all the rounds, we will be having the 4 processes. Only in the last round, that is in the 10th rounds, will not be having this mixed column stage. Okay, then now we'll see the diagram. Actually, this is the advanced encryption standard process. See, first step is we have to take the plain text, convert it into the hexadecimal values, the blocks, like we have to convert it into blocks of hexadecimal values, which is of 128-bit length. Then we have to add a round key operation. We have to add round key, that is XOR the plain text with the round key. Then in every round 4 processes will be happening. The first one is substitution of bytes, and the first process in every round will be substitution of bytes, shifting the rows, mixing the columns, and the add round key. So for every round, for all the 10 rounds, a new key will be generated, and the key generation is again separate process, which is the function of the previous keys. Okay, so first in every round, as I said, 4 processes are done. The first one is substituting the bytes. What is substitution of bytes? See, we'll be having the data hexadecimal value, which is divided into blocks, which is of 128-bit size. A substitution takes place with the help of the S box. This is nothing but substitution box. It will produce a tabular. It has a tabular column in which all the combinations of values will be there, 1 2 3 till F. Okay, so here also this is a row, this is a column 4 5 like this. Here 1 2 3 4 5 6 like this will be having. See, if we have the data called 19, what we should do, 1 we have to select from the row and 9 we have to select from the column, and whatever value is there here, that should be substituted with the block of data, that is 19 should be substituted with the value which is there here. This is nothing but substitution of bytes, which is done with the help of this S box. The second process is shift rows. What we can do is we have to shift the rows. See, this is the block of data, we'll assume. like this. The data will be there 19, 23, 3, 4F, like this. So we have to shift the rows. We have to shift the rows by shift rows by 2, left shift 2, right shift the rows by 2. So we, by shifting the rows, we can make the things complicated. The ultimate purpose what we have to see is how much ever we can confuse, we can make the things complicated, the unauthorized person cannot get the data. So that is the ultimate purpose of all the encryption techniques. So what we are doing that shifting of rows. Then comes the third process is mix columns. What I am going to do, the first column will go to the third column, and the fourth column will come to the second column, and whatever the values which are there in the third column will go to the fourth column, like this. If I, that is first column, then this is nothing but mixing the columns. The values are mixed, the column values are mixed. So the mixing the column, as I said, by interchanging the columns, we can mix the columns. Then comes the fourth operation, that is add round key. Here, as I said, XOR operation will be done with the plain text, the key. So XOR with the key. For round 1, the key value will be different. For every round, the keys will be different, and you have to use the different keys for every round and XOR the data with the key value. Again, you will get some new value. Then it will go as the input to the round 2. Then the same 4 process will take place. That is substitution of the bytes, shift rows, mix columns, add round key. This key will be different, third key. Again, this key generation is another process that will be taken care by the AES algorithm. Then at the end of the 10th row, see, if you take the 10th round, you will find that this mix column operation is not there. In all the other 9 rounds, you will find these 4 processes, but in the 10th round, only these 3 processes will be there. We will not be doing this mix column operation. The resultant value which we are getting after the 10th round will be our ciphertext, which will be passed to the destination. So what will happen there? This is ciphertext, right? So they have to do the same reverse process, that is decryption process, from the round 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 1. Then they will get the plain text. So that is the decryption process. The same reverse of the encryption process they have to do to get the plain text. So this is how our AES encryption works. So it is very simple, as I said, consists of only 4 processes. See, as I said, a single block of 128-bit plain text is taken. The plain text is formed as 16 bytes, M0 through M15. So 128-bit plain text they are taking, and they are converting it into 16 bytes, and is fed into the round 1 after the initialization stage. Performs a byte by byte substitution of blocks, that is substitution. Then ciphers, the ciphers in the form of rows and columns moves to the permutation stage. Permutation is rearrangement of the bits to mix columns. At the end of this round, all 16 blocks of ciphers are XORed with the 16 bytes of round 1 key. Then 128-bit key is expanded for 10 rounds, the same process. The AES decryption algorithm is the reverse of the encryption algorithm, as I said. So with this, we are completing our AES. If you at all any queries, you can contact me. Thank you.